Well, I must have hit a nerve. She, with the fire thing, probably, is what I feel. Um, yeah, we know you're trying to take this apartment complex down to the ground. remember that stapler guy from, what was it, Office Space? Let me have my stapler. I want my stapler. Anyway, I actually wanted to talk about, oh yeah, she's got that. I don't know if I told you, but she's like really pelting me with the silent one, which makes all my joints hurt. When I get up, I'm like walking like an old lady. Oh. So, oh well. Because I know on the other side of this, it's doing some kind of benefit to my body. So I am taking it in, transmuting, alchemizing all the great energy, because God works everything out to my advantage, even buildings burning down, if it must come to that. You okay, baby? Sweetheart? Yeah? You okay? Okay. All right, so, oh yeah, true love. Now, a lot of you don't know this, but I suspect that somebody that I thought was my true love about it's got to be 5 or so years ago at this point. You guys heard me. I did a video on it a while ago, and about 500 people saw it, and I got nervous, so I shut it down. I thought, okay, that's enough. Yeah, so I just wanted to warn you guys. I want you guys, okay, if you believe you have a true love, but he's ghosting you, I want you to look through the videos that I've posted today. Specifically look for the one that Tennille Talks put up. The one with, I think it has like a big monster on the front or something. The video shows like a monster. And it talks about, I don't know. It's a weird one because it's like, I don't know. It just talks about the link between some divine masculines who don't know how to think for themselves and make decisions on their own. And like somebody, like whoever's controlling them and pulling the strings is being super manipulative and using his connection to you to like get energy off of you and stuff. So I posted that so everybody could see kind of how crazy our world is, that there are people that like live their lives off of siphoning energy off of other people and creating portals and things. I mean, they have to pay the karma of doing this. This is why it's never a good idea to it's cheating. It's just a way of cheating life, a cheating God, really, of the natural flow of things, how things are supposed to go, you know? But most people, probably a majority of the people in this world know about a lot of, well, I don't know if it's most. How many do they say? It's a lot more than you would think that are part of these societies that spread this secret information amongst each other, okay? But they all know about energy and how it works and how to siphon off of people and how to take things from people energetically that feed them and give them money and give them fame and give them all those things that they want so bad because they're totally materialistic and they're full of ego. But we need to be aware of it. We need to be aware of it as a society because we need to know what they're doing to protect ourselves and to see it for what it is. Because when you lift the veil, I mean, the Bible even says something about my people perish for a lack of knowledge. That's why they're secret societies, is because they have the secret information and they can just play everybody, manipulate everybody with energy. And we never know. We're just stupid. We just walk into every trap. So I wanted to make this video to say, please watch that Tennille Talks video that I posted today. Today is I don't even know. It's Saturday. It's like May 2nd on Saturday. it's Saturday more than it is the date that I just said. So if Saturday turns out to be the 3rd, then it's the 3rd. Okay. All right. So if you have somebody you consider to be a true love and they're not talking to you, I recommend highly, I suggest highly, dump them. Be done with them. If the person that you like is not talking to you, they're not ready anyway. They're not mature enough anyway. They don't believe in themselves enough anyway. So don't just ever sit around waiting for somebody to mature enough to be with you. Even looking at it from our perspective of normal people that don't manipulate energy. But once you see the video, you'll see that there are actually some people who purposely, they're involved in these societies and they purposely kind of lead you on and give you these little breadcrumbs to kind of keep you going and keep you hopeful. And in my case, it was a celebrity, which sounds ridiculous because I would warn somebody like me about somebody like that. I would automatically cut that down and be like, no. You're getting catfished. You know, did they ask you for money? You know, I'm very protective of you guys. My situation, the way that it came about, was pretty damn convincing. It was pretty damn convincing. However, I do believe the celebrity that I was involved with was a scam artist and a total narcissist. At this point, maybe even psychopath or sociopath or something. Evil. And he was cloaking himself so that I couldn't see that about him. And I was, pretty confused sometimes as to like his actions versus, what he would say or whatever. So you always want to watch people's actions and how you feel talking with them or whatever. You just always want to pay attention to your intuition, because there's a lot of cloaking going on. There are a lot of love spells, people making you love them, not because they want the love, but because they don't want you to see how dangerous they are and how evil they are. A love spell just means, it could be with friends and everything. It's just, I want you to love me. I want you to feel like I'm harmless and I would never hurt you, that kind of thing. That's what they do, from what I understand. You can put it on anybody, probably. I don't know. But what they do is they purposely seek out a sweetheart, and they will make you believe that they love you. And I know some people call it love bombing or whatever. So we'll call it whatever you want. They schmooze you. You guys have this incredible connection. It's amazing. And maybe it was genuine at first. Maybe it was like, holy crap. And then they got scared and insecure and they ran off. That's fine. But there is a point that you come to that you have to realize, number one, it could be a black magic manipulation. It could be they're creating that, like in Tennille's talk today. She talks about like it's creating a portal. It's giving people access to you. And they can feed off that energy. People you don't even know who are attached to that masculine are getting access to your beautiful energy from your masculine, your relationship. And you thinking about them all the time, seeing signs, synchronicities, keeping that belief going that that's your true love. It keeps that connection going. And then that third party, the one that's controlling them, gets energy. I was almost going to say money, but they probably are getting money off of you. If your energy is attached to somebody like that, they can get it as a third party that's making them make decisions. They're getting energy from you somehow, either for money or popularity, or because you have such great energy, or you attract people, you magnetize people to you. And a lot of us good people do. A lot of us good people get a lot of attention, and a lot of people want to be around us, So in these times that we're waking up to all of this, I just highly advise or suggest not being attached to anybody who has pulled back away from you. Because like I said, it could be a black magic situation, and even if it's not, they could have a third party who is. They could have a boss or somebody very influential or somebody that's very controlling of them, even a mom. I've met so many mama's boys they're the worst. They're the worst. And a lot of times they don't even realize their mothers are wicked. And their mothers, as they date you or are interested in you and pull back out of insecurity, they do a spell to slow it down. Like, oh, you should take your time getting to know this person, and you should go slowly, as you'll watch in the Tennille talks. Like they'll slow it down, and it's so they can milk the energy out and hurt you and make the time go longer. And like, and it's all to hurt you. And keep in mind also, there are people who are actually paid to enter your life and to let you down in every way possible. They're paid money, good money. This is being channeled because the itchy nose. So there are people who have entered your life because you're a good person. This is all the nefarious people trying to keep the world dark. It's all the various ways that they've done it through history, through thousands of years. It's been going on a lot longer than we've been alive. That's why we don't know anything, and they know so much. It's because they go back, they get the knowledge from way, way, way back. They're not recreating the wheel every time they reincarnate, kind of thing, So they are actually paid to enter your life and deceive you, make you fall in love with them, and then ghost you, pull away, or they'll go out with you and they'll cheat on you and then gaslight you like they're not doing it and you're crazy for thinking that they would. Or whatever would hurt you. And trust me, like as they're getting to know you and you're telling them your sad story, oh, this guy did this, that, and the other thing, it was just tore me up, I can't believe it. He would be listening to you, getting to know you, going, oh, you poor thing. Oh my, I can't believe somebody would treat you that way. But he's taking a mental note. I'm not talking about being jaded here, guys. But he's taking a mental note. If he's a plant, he's taking that mental note. That's what hurt her before. I'm going to do that. Or I'm going to do something like it. Because she has that open wound right there that I'm going to really go for the jugular at the perfect time. I'm going to go for it. So, and some of these people, they'll poison your food. I've had it done, as you guys have known. They'll sleep with your best friends or friend or whoever. They'll sleep with your family. They'll sleep with their own mothers. They'll sleep with, it's really weird. It's really weird, their way of life. So, if you're with a guy and you have to keep telling him like how to have morals, if you have to keep like trying to teach him how to be a good person, how to be committed to doing the right thing or any of that. If you have to always try to act like he's a kid or something and you're trying to teach him how to be a better person, you will not succeed. That person is probably a plant. They're probably doing it on purpose, and they're laughing their ass off at you, and they're humoring you, and they're, oh, I know, I need to be better at that. I do. And then they never do they? They never do better, do they? They never change. Never. It's because they're getting paid money to screw you over and hurt you, to lead you on like they're going to change, and they never do. They never will. We just have to be wise to this, you guys. The right person for you is going to have his heart on his sleeve. He'll be honest and upfront. He'll see you for who you are, and he will talk to you on your level. He'll have your level of maturity. You guys may not, like, one of you may be more spiritual and the other knows a lot more about a certain subject in their life, because that's been their like priorities, to focus on that thing. Maybe you know a little about what he's educated about, and he knows a little bit about what you're educated about. But, so you may have to spend time and patience, of course, because we're not all the same. You may have to teach them a lot about spirituality. That's always fun. If you love the person, you would enjoy that very, very much. And him too, like him educating you on art or law or whatever the subject is. You would be like, oh, this is so cool. And he'd be like, yeah, let me tell you more. And then it's really fun, right? So So I'm not talking about somebody coming with all the answers, you know. Maybe somebody knows about ley lines, incredible things about ley lines, and the other is like a weather chaser, tornado chaser, you know. I'm just saying, some of these things could be really complementary, and some kind of, you could make some kind of work out of it together. You know, maybe a combination of what you guys do or whatever. But so this person isn't like going to come to you necessarily perfect, and everybody has their flaws and issues and problems and blah 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 blah. You're going to have to work stuff out, but they'll come to you with the same tone and the same feel. They'll treat you like you would treat them. Look for that in someone. You know, if you see them be really shitty to a waitress or something, for example, ask yourself, would I be really shitty to that waitress in that situation? Would I do that? Would I have done that? No. Not that you want them to be exactly like you, but you do want them to have the same morals. You want them to have the same integrity. And you want that to be without you teaching them that. It's just there. They are kind. They're nice. They're not, you know, faking it. You know, and a lot of us that have been through the ringer with horrible narcissistic people for years and years, we can see it a million miles away. We can see that fakeness. So, and that was part of our training, is to become wise to that and become more discerning so we would see it easier. So please, if you have someone who's ghosting you, who won't return your calls or won't talk to you or hasn't talked to you in forever, please stop dreaming about him, stop thinking about him, cut all. I'm going to do a blessing for you right now to cut all cords if you're willing to let them go. It doesn't mean that they're going to go away forever. It means that for now, you are taking your energy back. You're taking your power back. And you're also taking it back from any third-party people who might be trying to siphon energy off of you or take your energy due to the connection that you guys have. That is a common noise around here, believe it or not. Very common, like every 5 minutes. Well, every 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes-ish. And it goes on clear into the night. So, let's do a blessing right now to help cut all ties. You know, it can grow back tomorrow. It can grow back right now. If you decide, oh, I just can't stop the obsession and I have to think about him again, fine. You can do it again. But as of right now, I want you to have the love for yourself enough to just cut it off. Okay? We're going to cut all cords and pull all of your energy back from anybody, anywhere, anyhow, anybody through your masculine, what we call the divine masculine, anybody through any kind of karmic masculine that we don't know was masquerading as a divine masculine or whatever the situation. Let's just cut cords with everybody and think of it this way too. You let him go, which you never had him anyway, but you let him go. And someday when he's a mature adult who can handle an adult conversation and being faithful to somebody and honest with somebody in a real relationship, and he's not too insecure to just gain clarity and have conversations like normal people should be able to have, then they'll come back and you'll, welcome them back with open arms. Okay? You're never going to lose somebody who's meant for you, in other words. That'll never happen. And if they come to you earnestly and sincerely with an open heart, you'll know it's not a trick. You'll feel good about it, but you'll even see more clearly if you've let him go. When he comes back around, you're not going to be like, oh, it's him, like those rose-colored glasses. You don't want to have that kind of reaction. You want to look at him and say, okay, let's see what this has to offer. Let's see how this makes me feel. And pay attention to your body around him. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to what he's trying to get you to do. What is he trying to get you to believe, or what action is he trying to get you to take? Wisdom. Practice wisdom. Practice protecting and loving yourself more than you care to show him all the love. That's where, like, when you love yourself, you'll love the other person better. Nobody wants to just have all the love thrown at them and not have anything come back to you, because believe it or not, it creates a real imbalance, and it causes resentment in you, and you're going to end up being pissed off, and resentful and going through this huge roller coaster. And it's going to wreck both of you. And it's going to make it a very imbalanced relationship that's not worth anything. So you want to have really good boundaries. And you want to love yourself enough to let go of any kind of toxicity or any kind of like an unhealthy imbalance like that, you know? All right, so we're going to do a cord cutting right now. So think of that person you've been holding on to, and one day he'll come back. One day he'll call. One day, there's no one day. There's this moment right now, and you deserve true love right now. In your reality now, or whenever it shows up. But you are your true love right now, okay? Because that's what you got. You got you. All right. Now I'm putting out energy of attracting somebody with the same love you have for yourself, that loves themselves to the same degree you love yourself. That's what'll make a powerful match. That's what's going to like be amazing. And I'm also putting protection for the Nefarians not to interfere with your true love, a real love that's ready, who's mature, who's faithful, who's grounded, who's protective, you know, and that he's going to come in and he's going to, you know, put his arm around you, and you're going to feel safe. You're going to feel safe with him, and you're going to trust him, you know, and he's not going to pull away from you and not explain what's going on. He's not just going to leave you flailing around like, oh, what's happened, you know? Yeah, I feel some of you, from having watched this video and letting go of that person and whatnot, I feel you actually writing to me in the future and being like, thank you so much for doing that, because I let that guy go and a new guy came in, and oh my God, the love was so much more powerful. It was so much more incredible. And it was like right there in my face for real, you know, and we've been married for many years and we're so happy and that kind of thing. So congratulations. and many years from now, but congratulations. So, or maybe not so much, because you guys aren't going to be playing that game of, oh, we'll see, let's take it slow while they siphon your energy, or that third party siphons the energy or whatever. Maybe it'll go real quick. But I'm just saying, sometime in the future, a lot of you are going to be writing me back about this very video, having changed everything for you. So please allow the miracles to come in for you from this, okay? Allow the miracle. Just let the person go. It could even be a love spell. You don't know. Let it go. It's not healthy. It's not helpful. Let it go. In fact, I'm gonna do a blessing right now to release you from any and all love spells. Succubuses, they're the worst, because they'll seduce you and keep you in a very toxic, unhealthy relationship, you know, that's totally fake. You know, they're pretending to be somebody that they're not. And it's all based on seduction and love spells. So let's see, let's break all love spells, all illusions when it has to do with love. Tututo shashishe kita sase na tuta tachin chichi epepe owana tata sase na troka eshishishi kitsa tusoso asasase, and work on becoming really self-aware of your own energy. Like for me, I would know immediately if somebody had a love spell on me now, because I would sense that I'm reacting different to the person than normal. I'd be like, and then I might ask somebody who knows me really well, and I'd be like, does it seem like I should be that attracted to this person? And they'd probably be like, yeah, I was kind of wondering, and then I'd be like, let's get rid of the spell. And then you break the spell, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Like even with that, the neighbor, I think she put a love spell on me so I wouldn't see that she was wicked instead of a friend. So, but once she tried to poison me and my cats, then that's when the love spell broke. It's like you have to wake up out of the illusion. You have to go, oh, you have to see things how they are in order to break its hold on you. Okay. So it could be through a realization, or it could be through you clearing your energy. That's why it's always a really good idea to like smudge and clear your space. I have balsam fir, and I've got Palo Santo. I've got frankincense and myrrh. I've got all kinds of things. Road opener candle. Light candles with intention. Clear your energy on a regular basis. I have spray in my car so that whenever I go into a grocery store, it's a spruce spray. Oh my gosh, this stuff smells so incredible. I forget the company that makes it, but when you spray it on top of your head, like in your crown chakra, it totally clears your whole system from whatever energy you were just exposed to in the grocery store or wherever you just happen to be for a while. So, it's just really, really good hygiene. Just like when you want to eat a bunch of candy bars or drink a Coke, you got to go brush your teeth. You got to make sure that sugar's off your teeth, or you get that icky feeling in that coating on your teeth. So the same thing happens like energetically or spiritually. So just make sure that you're constantly cleaning yourself of anyone else's negative energy too. People who are thinking about you and trying to keep a connection going with you. Cut the cords on a regular basis. Don't let them attach to you like that, and don't let their energy come into your place. Like clear your place. And all you have to do is just use your imagination. Just imagine your place being cleared. Sometimes I'll take my home and I'll dunk it in holy water and shake it around a bit and bring it back up and imagine it gleaming and beautiful and bright. So get creative with it. There's no particular way about anything. Just all it is your intention. Okay, so I hope this helps somebody. Let me just do a blessing on all of it to protect this video from being tainted or messed with at all, and to help you guys to really get the idea of what I'm saying here. Because depending on where you are on your path, it might be kind of a foreign idea, or it might be exactly what you needed to hear right now, and it makes so much sense, okay? Atatansa se inawo ishi he la ke to so hai akata okay guys, have a great day.